welcome to Daddy Life London. So today I want to talk about a court order. So it's a really positive subject in most ways, but it's actually quite a thought-provoking and mindful subject in another. So last year we got our court order so that our son became officially ours after obviously having had him through a granted care order through panel. I cannot tell you the difference it made in us as a couple knowing that he was ours. I don't think I'd realised how much tension and stress you build up about the worry and uncertainty about whether or not you're going to get to keep him, even though irrationally you know that's what's going to happen. I think for us as well, because of what happened to us with our previous experience, obviously slightly more sceptical maybe than others, but the sheer relief I think that overwhelmed us when we found out was pretty amazing. And we found out, we didn't go to the court. There was a view that the birth parents might go, and it's not that we had a problem with them, I've talked about them before, but I kind of felt I didn't want to be in the court with them in the court out of respect more than anything else, because for us it's a bittersweet day because it means our family is official and we get to move forward, but for them it's not such a nice day, and it means that officially that little boy is not theirs anymore, and I didn't feel that it would be nice for them if we were there. So we didn't go, we found out over the phone. But we did do the celebration hearing, and that was really good, and we took a number of people along. Some people couldn't make it, dates and whatever, but we specifically managed to hone the date around my other half's dad, who was visiting from abroad, to make sure that he could attend, and that was amazing to have him there, as well as some of my family and friends, and it was just so nice. And I remember you get in the court and the judge, you pick up a child and you get a little certificate, a little teddy bear, if you've already adopted, you know this, but I just started crying. I literally was like, as much as that wasn't an official event, for me, that culmination of things that had happened, our social worker, his social worker, his foster carer was there, all of us and the people that have become his new family. And I say that beyond myself and my other half and our, birth families, or not even some of them, like my stepdad, but our friends are his family, they're his tribe, they are his unit, they're the people that he depends on. And that when, sometimes we're unable to because we're not well or we have a work commitment, they're the ones that are there, and they support us and support him. And they're the ones that he loves and he runs to when he sees them, and he gets excited when we tell them that those people are coming over. And I think for me, it just completely overwhelmed me that we actually had got to that moment, and that we were a family, and this was it, and this was now our job. No more social services looking at us and checking on us and making sure that we were still fit to be parents, which is what they should be doing, and because it's all about his welfare, but it's now our responsibility. And it was beautiful and scary all at the same time, but just such an incredible and defining moment, I think, for us, that it was now about us. And we had such a few set of activities planned for us as a family and group. We went out and had a nice day, and we've done a few things with him after in the coming weeks to just kind of celebrate what that was for us, and to kind of really solidify us as a family unit without any other appointments to worry about. I did think a lot though about that day, and not the day that we did the celebration, but obviously the actual hearing itself, and that's that final day for the birth parents to know that it's over and that he's ours. And we've sent some letters and they've not responded back, and that's apparently not uncommon, and I don't hold any blame or whatever. We'll continue to send the letters for contact that we're supposed to send and that we want to send, but I couldn't help but feel how they must be feeling on that day to know that this was it. And I I remind myself all the time, whether it's birthdays, Christmas, significant events like when we had to take him to hospital, they're all the things that they're not getting to do with him that we are, and they don't even know that are happening, and I can't imagine what that must be like for them, because I know for me that would just be heart-wrenching. Obviously I know this is the right decision for him, and I'm very pleased, and don't get me wrong, I'm very happy that he's with us, and I hope we will give him the best life we can, but I can't help but feel for them how they must feel. And I think it's important that we always think about this, because at a time where he doesn't necessarily understand the intricacies of how he's found himself as a family with us, there will be times where he will know and he will ask questions, and I think it's important to make sure that we've thought about that and been reflective about it and empathetic to it, and that I think will enable us to have a much more meaningful and powerful conversation with him when he's older, because I don't ever want this to be a taboo subject for him. As much as I want to be a parent that just has to think about their child and that's all, I will always have it in the back of my mind that he came from somewhere else and that there's someone else out there that must think about him all the time. And I'll never forget that. I'm incredibly grateful to have the opportunity to take care of him and look after him and raise him and have him as part of our family unit. But he comes from a complex, diverse family. So there you go. So it was an incredible day, really, really good, but very humbling and very reflective for me personally. And it's just, it's a constant balance of reminding yourself how you got here. But life post-event has been really good. It's been really stressful, but just normal family stress from sickness, illness, hospital visits, crying, tantrums, sleep regression, all the normal stuff that's just normal with a child without the worry of having to see social workers or healthcare visitors or all that sort of stuff. So it's been incredible. What would I say for people that have got this coming up? Cherish it when it comes. Take the time to think about how you got there. Celebrate it with the people that have really helped you and made this work and happen for you. Your adoption is not just about you, it's about all the people that supported you as well, and they themselves will have a vested interest in wanting to see you as a family move forward and mark the occasion, as it were, because for them it's been an emotional battle and journey, having to help you through what it's been, and they themselves are getting attached. And I know for us that our family and friends don't see him any differently to us having a birth child or not, and they love him just as much, or if not more. And I think it's incredible the amount of love that he has taken on within such a short space of time, but he also gives it back, which is just incredible. So yeah, thanks for listening or watching, depending on how you're consuming this, and I'll see you again soon.